Hi, my name is Jalal Williams. We're with Patriot Pros, and today we're going to be installing 2 Nest thermostats for our customer Joel, and we're also going to go through the programming and setting a schedule. We're going to begin by removing the old thermostat. This process is pretty simple. We start by turning off the power to the existing system. That step's already been done. This one comes off the wall, discarded for later, and then now for the wiring. Get that out of the way. Make sure that we have a little bit of wiggle room here because otherwise these can fall back into the wall and cause all sorts of problems. Now that the secondary backer plate is removed, the last step is to remove the mounting plate from the last thermostat. Depending on what you're installing, this is usually the time where if you would like to paint over any holes or gaps that may be left over, this would be the time that you'd like to do it. Some of the newer thermostats like Nest and some of the Honeywells provide you with backer plates similar to the one we just removed in order to cover that out to make it a bit more aesthetically pleasing. The last thing we're going to do is mount the thermostat backing plate as well as the backing connector to the thermostat to the wall. One of the handy things about the Nest thermostats is that they have a built-in level here to make sure that it's useful to the customer. Now that our mounting plate is secure, we're going to connect our wires that lead from the thermostat down to the equipment, and then we'll repeat the process again with the customer's second thermostat in the basement. So whichever color you use, it doesn't too much matter. There is a universal code to kind of keep things simple, but as long as the same color goes to W, C, RH, G, or Y, then it doesn't matter. We just want to make sure that we complete a circuit and make sure that everything's running properly. And once we're done, the next step to do is to actually mount the thermostat to the connecting plate, and then we'll get it powered up once we've finished the other installation. Press it on there firmly, give it a test spin to make sure that it moves securely, and that it clicks normally. Now that the thermostat has been installed and power has been restored, we just have to go through a few basic steps. So selecting the language, and then installing the equipment. So we are a pro, we're going to continue with the pro setup. We'll skip this section, and most of it is just confirming some of the basic settings for gas, forced air, fan activation, things like that. Most of the stuff your homeowner's not gonna have to deal with. And then next we get to connect it to the Nest app. So once we do that, add your account and continue. And then we're going to have the thermostat display a QR code. And then from here, we're going to be using the homeowner's mobile device in order to connect this thermostat to their Wi-Fi network and their Google Home account. And if we just bring it back a little further, there we go. In order to adjust your temperature, all you have to do is rotate this outside ring, and that adjusts your set point. Whenever you're ready to enter the menu, all you have to do is press in. You can press in from the rings or from the center of the screen. From here, you can select heat, cooling, and auto mode, or turn everything off if you prefer. Eco mode, which is kind of a vacation mode. These are the temperatures that the Nest thermostat will heat or cool your house to when it thinks that there's nobody here to do it. From here, you can access and set your schedule. It may not be the most convenient, but you could also do it from your thermostat. Personally, I recommend doing it from a mobile device like a phone or a tablet. It lets you see everything out in one span, and it's a little bit easier to use. Here, there's energy usage. This is usually updated monthly since it's brand new. There's nothing there. That's generally the basics for everything that you're going to need to get into. Is mostly going to be in this section here. From here, we can adjust the brightness of the screen, turn that up or down if you like, also disable the click sound. Temperature in Fahrenheit, date and time is automatically set via the internet. Language in English, Nest app is already connected. You need to reset these. You can do that manually through here or through the app. Lock, if you have kids who like to touch the thermostat, you can put a 4-digit PIN code in with this setting. The equipment, me or some other HVAC tech would have to get into there, so for the most part, you don't have to worry about that. The ductwork up towards the left there, so you won't be messing with this at all. Nest Pro, again, that's something a technician would mess with. Software, if you ever have to call tech support, they'll ask for a software version number, that'll be there. Technical info, including power usage, battery, etc., is in here. Legal info, because they always have to have a EULA for something. And then the Already Reset button. From here, you can reset the schedule, the home and away functions, your network settings, and then all settings gives you a factory lock.